offense that has the chance to score a lot of points. At the end of the day, we got to go do that work, and we got to execute that. But I'm excited about what it looked like starting spring. We built and got better and better as the spring went. And I've just heard great things about what they've done this summer on their own in working together to keep that progress moving forward.
Coach Christian was awesome last season. As a freshman, what steps has he taken over the course of the spring to improve?
Yeah, the biggest thing with him is he's got to improve in the run game. You know, he's a natural, as I was saying earlier, he's a natural route runner. He's got natural hands. He's really good in space. But the next step for him is becoming a complete tight end. And for him, that's run game. And he didn't do a lot of that in high school, so this is all new to him from a tight end standpoint of playing in the box. But what he did from the beginning, he looks like totally different at the end of spring as he did at the end of last year or at the beginning of spring. So he takes his, he takes his game very serious, and he's the type that you can coach hard. He's also the type that you can be honest with him and go, hey, this is where you're lacking, and this is what's holding you back. And again, if he wants to go to the next level and take his game to the next level, again, there's no difference there in what you've got to do to take your game to the next level and keep a job. So I would say that's the biggest thing with him is like just keep moving forward in your run game, in your protection game, in the box tight end.
We know that Coach Morris loves to use the tight ends in the passing game, and Coach Dwayne Allen here.
That's right.
What's the biggest difference about his offense, the way you utilize the tight ends?
I think it's just you're just heavily involved in everything. Heavily involved in run game, heavily involved in protection, and then you're just heavily screen game and in the pass game. But for us, if you look back at those teams could run the football at a high level, which opened up everything else. And that's been the things I've talked to the tight ends about. Like, hey, if we take this game to another level in the run game, then that's going to take your overall tight end game to another level. They're no different than, as a wide receiver run. They want touches, and they want catches, and they want the touchdowns and all that. That's great. But for them, they have a bigger piece of, they're a bigger piece of the puzzle. And if we can be successful in the run game, then all that stuff's going to come because of how dominant we are in the run game. And those teams that you saw Dwayne on and Leggett, they were really, really good in the run game. And then everything just kind of fed off of that. So that's where we got to be again this year, regardless of the position. We got to be great in the run game, and then from there start piecing everything together and become that explosive offense that they were in the past.